was working as a busboy in a hotel, and she was sitting there drinking her coffee, and she was so beautiful. And I go up to her, I say hi. That's how we met. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, how what? You are lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Daddy. You are chicken. You cheap.
People are strange these days. I used to know a guy once. He knew a dozen guys. One day, one of them found out about it, beat him up so bad, he ended up in Queen's Medical Center.
What a story, Ward.
How was work today?
Oh, pretty good. We have a new worker, Paris, today. You make a lot of money.
What client?
I cannot tell you. It's confidential.
Oh, come on, why not?
No, I can't. Anyway, how's sex life with your girlfriend? I reckon people are tuning in for me.
Yeah.
You recorded?
You can just carry on.
You recorded?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that sounds like it wasn't satirical at all. Welcome to episode... Is it 13?
Yeah, we're on 13.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, timely.
Oh, timely. Forbidden 13, check it out, collaborationhate.com coming very soon. Welcome to the Sunday Roast, tune into episode 13, as I've just mentioned. Europe. What we saying? Where you been then? Been Cologne recently, haven't you?
I have been to Cologne this week.
Jumping right into it, no mucking about.
Yeah, went to Cologne this week.
Run a time scale.
Yeah, we're on a quick time scale because we're going to see TMG tonight.
Yeah, we are. TMG,
Boom.
shout out.
Got to drive all the way to Manchester.
Big Dick Gang.
Have you noticed there's like a shadow behind the camera that looks like a noose?
Oh, that's quite freaky, actually.
That is fucking... I was only from that bit of string.
Where's it coming from?
From that string there, can you see it? Oh, it's behind the light, you can't see it.
Yeah, no worries.
There's like a noose shadow.
That is actually really quite freaky, to be honest.
Behind us, and I think it's a bit of foreshadowing.
What if TMG sucks?
Yeah, TMG sucks. Drama.
Yeah, just straight up.
Yeah, then we'll quit our career because everything's based on them.
You calling this a career?
Is
that what you're fucking doing?
Yeah, we're doing this once a week. It's my career.
Yeah, cut the shit. Go on then.
Right,
so Cologne.
Went to Cologne this week. Went to the...
Got any funny stories? Anything worth bringing to the forefront?
I went to Cologne this week. What was it? The Sweet Expo. When my dad was like, "Do you mind helping me out for a few days in Cologne?" So I
What, like getting him dressed in the morning?
Yeah, so he struggles getting dressed in the morning and stuff
getting
like
over his big knob.
And I have to pat it down to get in. So yeah, we went to Cologne and we stood on the stand and we got shafted. So there's basically we got
by Elliot Vic Shaft or
no, not Elliot Vic Shaft. But no, we got shafted a bit because what we basically right, you go there. Massively, you've been to the NEC, haven't you?
Yeah, Birmingham, yeah.
So it's the same kind of thing, but obviously in Cologne. And so there's all these British sections.
Sure.
And like it's all like basically what it must be is that the UK government buys like a load of space and then they sell it, and so you base it, and then you get like a grant back. So you get so much for bringing trade to the UK and exporting. And we got shafted a bit. So there's like the main hall with like France, Italy, Belgium, Germany. And then there was another hall with like a few like odd jobs. But then the British had obviously, they'd overbooked. Mm-hmm. They've had too many people. So they had like a British stand in like an odd hall. So there was like no, and we got that. And then they said in the thing, like, I think my dad complained on the first day because it was like off. You know, there's like all the main halls.
It wasn't where the traffic was.
Yeah, there was no traffic like there. Yeah, it's all the big hitters were like in this one hall, and then they'd obviously got hitters, basically what you could do is you could pay to be not a part of the UK thing. So, but basically you could. I think he paid like an extra £1,000 or whatever it is because the stands are expensive.
Yeah, so it wasn't like he skimped out.
No. So he paid to be part of the UK trade. So it looks like you're
hitters.
part of the Great Britain thing. They've got big Union Jacks going, Great Britain, great trade.
Hitters,
whereas like France is like, with love from France. So it's like...
So what was the marketing for the room you were in?
It was all the guys that didn't want to be a part of the national stuff. So like you've obviously paid like I think £1,000 or 1,500 quid extra to be part of the British trade pavilion, and you're opposite a guy that hasn't paid that extra to be a part of it, but I don't know if they get the grant because they're not part of it, but I would assume you do anyway. So there's just nowhere near as much trade, which is a bit, you feel a bit shafted.
Did you complain?
They complained and said next year.
So this was for Lucky Dip.
It was for Lucky Dip, so they said next year you'll definitely be a part of it. It's like, well, you're paying for this year. Like,
do you think so? So in terms of what happened, either two things happened.
Yeah.
They overbooked, weren't expecting the demand, and had to shuffle people in the silver room, or people just paid more for the spaces. What do you think it was?
No, I don't even think it's overbooked. I just don't even think they just thought, let's get as much numbers in as we can. Yeah. I mean, there was still 2 rows of British stands in there, so there's still about...
But they told you to them on the premise that it'd be in there.
Yeah, you're still part of the British stand, but then they've got all like... Because obviously what they've got is like, I think 2 rows, or maybe 4 rows of British, 4 rows of like Spanish, 4 rows of Italian, so on and so on. So when they've got more of that, they've obviously dumped, and British seem to have loads, like another extra 2 rows. So they'd obviously stuck them in this other hall with people who didn't want to pay the premium to be a part of the country's thing. So that was a bit shafted. So everyone like on that row was just a bit pissy. Right. So they were just in a bad mood.
Was it a 2-day show?
Yeah, no, it was Sunday to Wednesday, but I got there at Sunday midnight. Right. So this is my dad, right? So I fly out to Cologne. He goes, just text me if you need anything. Tells me all this stuff. I go, and then I'm on my way down. I'm on a train. Yeah. He sends me the baggage allowance. It's a backpack. I go, I brought a suitcase. Like
sure.
Suitcase.
Sure. Good.
Do you like? Yeah, that'll be fine. Get to the counter. Obviously. You can't bring that on. What do you mean?
Yep.
That'll be £25 if you want to bring that on. Well, why? It says it's got a small bag. No, you've got like, when we say small bag, we mean like backpack, like
mean small
laptop bag, and they were like, So I had to pay 25 quid extra.
Did you tell him about this? Did you say, dude, Dad, you fucked me a bit here?
Yeah. He goes, I thought I sent you the baggage allowance. Yeah, I said, I was on the train down.
Yeah, when you sent it, which obviously was quite late in the day.
It's quite late in the day, so we were definitely on the way down. Anyway, so I do that, and I'm on the plane. I'll meet, can you tell me the directions? He goes, when you get in, go downstairs, get a train ticket from the airport to a place called Cologne, Hansaring. Right. So you get down, and you think that, okay, that's fair enough. Buy the ticket, it goes down, it's just down the stairs.
Sure.
Makes no sense.
What was in the directions?
No sense. So basically what you buy is a ticket from the airport, which is like the start, to Hansaring. So all I've got on my thing is to Hansaring. But obviously the train is like from Cologne to somewhere else, like say Dusseldorf or something like that. It makes no reference as to what train I need to be on, and doesn't tell you the platform, nothing. My dad had texted me before. He was like, just ring me. I'll leave my phone on loud. Like, just ring me. Ring him about 8 times. No reply. Fallen asleep. I go, and then luckily my sister can speak German.
Of course.
Lydia can. So I was like, what the hell does this mean? And she was like, you need to get this, blah, blah, blah. So, and then I Googled it, like what I actually needed. So basically, like the train system is just like the trains are numbered. Yeah. So the train is like, there's like, so I had to get like S19. And you just go on it for 5. It makes no sense. Like if there was no Google, I would have been screwed. If I didn't have
the moral of the story is be nicer to your sister.
No, the moral of the story is when you send your son out to come and meet you, just stay up.
Just something.
Stay up. But
just do anything.
Yeah, just.
What the one thing you can't do is be unconscious. He could have done anything apart from being unconscious.
Bearing in mind, the plane is 50 minutes. The plane's 50 minutes. It's not a long plane flight. 50 minutes.
He couldn't stay up for 50 minutes.
Couldn't stay up for 50 minutes. And then he goes, I didn't sleep well at all last night.
Depressing to listen to, actually. It's actually quite depressing to listen to.
So then the following day, I make it to the show. I was like, I'm not getting up. Because this was I didn't get to the thing till about midnight.
Yeah, sure.
And I was like, I can't be asked to get up at 7, which is the equivalent, 6, and then get to the trade show. And he was like, he'd been saying,
which is equivalent to 11 a.m.
Yeah. So I did get there for like 11 a.m. Got there, and again, I had to figure out the trains. Got there, realised I'd left my bloody ticket. I was like, oh, for God's sake.
You do that shit though, mate.
Yeah, I know, but I also thought, if you go to the NEC, any trade shows there, you forget your ticket. You go and say, I'm registered with this company, this is my name.
Yeah, sure.
And
We have name tags for that.
They'll print you a new one out. Yeah, they'll print you a new one out.
Yeah.
Whatever, if you're an exhibitor or thing, it's so easy to get a ticket once you're there. They wouldn't let me in at all.
Really?
They were like, no, we don't keep any record. You just buy a ticket.
So you had to buy again?
Yeah, no. So I was like, I went and got the train back. Oh my God. Then went to the station. I was like 11 and I hadn't eaten. So I was like, I'll just go. There's lovely pastry shops there, I must say, called Camps. And went and got
mine Camps.
And they went and got a nice pastry.
Yep.
Got back on the train thinking I was going to just start going in the wrong direction. So I was like, oh, for God's sake. So then I was on the wrong train. That was me just getting on the train. Got on the train, realised in the wrong place, got on another one, train broke down, so I had to wait about 15 minutes for them to sort that, then finally got back to the hotel and then got back, and I was back there about 12:30, so it was about...
At any point, did you think this is becoming not worth it?
I knew it wasn't worth it. I mean...
The whole time?
Oh yeah, no, I knew it wouldn't be worth it for me personally.
But you were trying to help your dad out who couldn't stay up for you.
Yeah, no, I was trying to help my dad out because I thought he wanted, because he went with
I'm just slowly pushing you out of frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, sorry.
He went obviously one of his guys, and he's
Is that my guy? Is that Thingy's ex?
Yeah, he's 19. So this is the funny thing because my dad's obviously.
Yeah, tight. This is funny actually.
This is obviously funny.
Tell him the origins of this guy.
All right.
Quite funny.
Okay.
So your dad's lack of. Yeah, go on.
We won't mention his name. So basically, he obviously did sixth form at the local school with my sister. He's the same age as my sister, who is 5 years younger than I am. So he went to school with my sister, and my dad was like, "Yeah, this guy's techie. I wonder."
Through conversing with your sister and her boyfriend. Through
conversing with them, obviously we've seen him around quite a bit. She was with him for about a year or so.
Yeah,
so I mean, I don't know exact numbers, but. Yeah. Anyway, so when he finished sixth form, my dad was like, I think he worked in the summer holidays with my sister, back when they were like 17 or 16, So he'd been there before, and then he said, do you want me to have a look at this stuff, blah blah blah. Anyway, so when he left school, my dad was like, do you want to come and work for me for a bit? And so. He didn't. I don't believe he's gone to university. I think he was looking at getting something. Like, he's a smart guy. I don't know if he was looking at getting an apprenticeship and something to do with engineering and stuff. But he wasn't bothered about university, and I don't know where his passions lie now in regards to career. But so now So basically, my dad's hired my sister's boyfriend. She broke up with him, and he still works for my dad. Has done for about 2 years. And when
he hopes one day to see her again.
He does hope one day to see her again, just come into the factory.
Do you know what though? Like, that's better than I thought, because I thought he'd dumped her. So what I thought was a complete familial betrayal.
Yeah.
Whereby what happened was this guy went out with your sis, right? Fucking got a job with your dad.
Yeah.
Fucking binned off your sister. No. And then he's chummy with your dad still, and he's still paying it.
But he's so chummy with my dad, and my dad's that tight that, to be fair, the hotel's rather ridiculously expensive around that time. They share a room together.
Okay, to head to toe?
No, they get 2 single beds. But if you get 2 single beds, it's like pretty much they are next to each other. Like these beds, like there's a
just like the Parisian arrangement
between them, and then you're like stuck in because there's 2 bedside tables that are like stuck to the ground. So he it
gets to the point when they go, shall we just use the same bed?
Yeah, shall we?
And
can I cheaper? Share? And then they were complaining that it's too hot and stuff. So my dad's obviously probably just like in his pants.
Yeah, it's too hot.
And then he's obviously, it's too hot. Should take a shower.
Yeah. Might as well come in with the same water.
Yeah, same water.
Build on the same water, no point doing it.
Yeah, so it's a 4-star hotel, right? And the fucking water was freezing. Like,
they just didn't turn the heat on.
Freezing, yeah. And the Wi-Fi was shocking. Like, everywhere I went.
Having a shower at my dad's, that.
Really? So I thought, I mean, you're in Germany, you know, peaking place. Everyone seems to think it's at the pinnacle of, you know, peaking everything. Wi-Fi shit, cold water. Wi-Fi was shit everywhere. Bearing in mind, you're an international trade show and the Wi-Fi cuts out. It's really slow.
It's not great, is it?
No, it's not great. You know, you're trying to do stuff and you can't use the internet. It's terrible. And, you know, the transport system's whack. Everything's just you think, you know, and it looks like a bit of a dive. Like, they've obviously smartened it up, but it doesn't look great.
Yeah, you mentioned there was some weird shit that actually happened.
Yeah, so there's a few stuff that happened.
Do you want me to give you the bullet points?
No, so I'll tell you what happened.
I'm actually quite, as a title, they're fairly interesting. Sorry, I just tapped your leg as if I was giving you a cue.
No, do you want me to start? I'll start with the top one.
So
this happened on the last day, so on the Wednesday. So I explained how we got there and what's going on.
Sunday roast caps coming very soon to aid.com.
Oh, yeah,
collaboration. I forgot I had it on my head. It's got fucking embroidery.
Looks so good.
Looks sexy. So frying devil.
Yeah, so what happened? Right, so we were on the last day. I hardly really spoke to anyone.
As usual then.
Yeah, I just sat in a corner. They go, who's that? My son. I was like, hi guys.
Don't speak to him. He doesn't like it when people speak to him.
Don't speak to him. He's weird.
That's you.
Yeah, that's weird.
They go, what's good? And you go, don't speak to him. That's you, mate.
Don't speak to him, Gary. Don't speak to them, Harry.
Sorry about him.
It's my son.
Sorry about him.
I'll speak to them. No, you won't.
We couldn't get Yodel Kid, so we had to bring him.
Yeah. Every year.
Every fucking year. Same thing.
Every year.
Anyway, no social cues. Go on.
So my dad's always going on about how busy this show's up. You know, he hasn't stood there for, I think, 10 years. He normally just goes to visit, but it's like, you know, it's really busy.
Sorry. I'm going to mention this because you will have forgotten it and you told me.
Yeah.
Fucking chocolate documentary dude fell off, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, the Willie's chocolate.
Yeah, Willie's wonky.
Yeah.
So...
Because the guy was looking hench.
Really?
Yeah, he's obviously eating.
He's not eating chocolate.
No, but his chocolate is like
savoury.
Yeah, it's like it's like. So this is the other thing. This is what I was going to bring up, but I didn't know whether it would be boring or not. But like,
it is boring. I don't want to talk about it.
1 in 3 people must have been vegan, vegetarian.
Really?
Yeah, like vegan this,
well, your dad
vegetarian
tries to do that as well,
this. No. I mean like the stands.
Oh, for
like
real?
Like the stands,
right,
like
cool.
selling like. The guy next was plastic-free chewing gum. You know,
plastic-free chewing gum.
Plastic-free chewing gum.
How's that make sense?
Don't know. The guy, you know, over there is just like opposite us was like
just over
the
there.
best vegan, you know, protein bar.
Oh, for real?
You know, the guys behind us like vegan chocolate. Like honestly, and you just think, well, I don't know how many. Like, there must be a minority of people, obviously, that are vegan.
Okay, I think I've worked out the problem, or as to what's happened. What's happened is as such.
Yeah.
You've been chucked in a vegan room, bro.
They were through the other hall, everywhere.
They were swarming.
Yeah, there was so many vegan and vegetarian.
Really?
Yeah, like because it's all like we were obviously in the kind of confectionery halls as well, so it's all confectionery stuff, and vegan this, vegetarian that. It's like plant-based this.
You know what?
There was one. Every order we get, we will plant a tree.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I've accidentally last week went vegan for 4 days.
Really? How'd you manage that?
Because I just didn't.
Really?
Like I was just having like brown rice, veg.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'd like sort of did it by. I just wasn't eating like a lot, and I sort of did it by accident, and I was like, I don't feel any. But then again, I didn't know. Like, I suppose if you do it for a prolonged period of time.
Do you know what I used to? Because my mum used to be vegetarian, and so did my sister. So we used to eat like they used to just cut. You know, I just used to eat what was ever in front of me. And then when I like had like a steak, I'd feel like popping. Do you know, like I'd get like a massive like energy boost, whereas the other stuff, like I'd just get like a bit, you know.
Yeah, I love like tuner and stuff, so I couldn't really be able to do it. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off track.
Anyway, so we're on the stand. It's the last day. It's Wednesday.
Sure. Guy
comes up. You know, we got the Wizard's Brew, which we've seen. We've seen the Witchery drink. And he this guy comes over. He goes, "Can I try it?" Everyone thought it was beer, like actual beer.
Right, so stop. Why did you start that like Borat then?
Because I was about to go into
Borat.
Why is this beer? No, it's not beer. Oh no, you're not drinking? No.
Fuck off.
No. Can I try some? Yeah. Where are you? Where are you from? You a trade? You import.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Can you not tell by my mankini?
My sister is the third best prostitute
in all of Kazakhstan.
You're talking about your sister now?
Yeah. She didn't. No. You throw me off tangent.
Yeah, I know. Throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
Right, so you're on about this guy. He's on about trying the Wizard Brew. Don't fucking Riley read it.
Oh shit.
Go on, Riley, read it, mate.
No.
Do it for your fans.
No.
Do it for your grand.
Absolutely not. When we get
100 subscribers.
100
Actually,
100k subscribers.
I'm interjecting into this podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. Also available on Spotify. Thank you everyone who's subscribed recently. Really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed already, make sure to do so and hit the notification bell, because on our very poor, shoddy analytics, the majority of people aren't subscribed watching, which seems to be the case with most YouTube, because I do it as well. But yeah, hit the subscribe bell if you hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Appreciate it. Continue, Harry. Go on.
Help a brother out. So we anyway, this guy comes up, can I try the Wizard Brew? I'm trying to find out what he is, because he's a manufacturer, you know, an import or an export or a wholesaler or whatever. I'm a trainee. Okay, trainee what? In the sweet and thingy business. All right. So rare, so broad, like, all right, okay, you know, it's last day or whatever. Can I try some? Yeah, you can try some. I haven't got a bottle opener there, because we were using the hotel's bottle opener we'd already checked out. He goes, no worries, I've got one. Passes me a lighter, right? And the lighter has a bottle opener on it. So imagine you've got a lighter, you like that, but then where about your finger is here, there's a bottle opener.
Okay, so it's a dual one. It's like a Nelt Boys motherfucking lighter.
So I flip it around, you know, to open the bottle, and I go... The whole thing blows up. The lighter blew up in my hand.
What came out? Just
like gas. Shit, really? Yeah, just gas. Like if there was a naked flame there, I would have been on fire. It blew up.
So was the tray show.
Like the bottle cap. Just
would this guy who did this? Did he have a camera crew behind him? Fucking
no.
The absolute lyrical out of it.
What was that? I was like, I think the bottle just.
Well, the fucking lighter you gave me just blew up.
I was like, he goes, "Are you alright?" And I was like, I'm all right. Are you all right? Yeah. And it's just like, it stunk of petrol.
Really?
But the thing, like, so obviously, if I was like, wasn't holding it like up, like at an angle, it would have just flown and hit my sister's ex-boyfriend in the face.
Yeah.
Just up and knocked him out. Because it's like, obviously, I don't know, it must have been metal or something at the end. It just went
like weak foundations. It just
and it just went
and
blew
so
up.
Bad.
But it must have gone like trajectory wise, like up at such an angle, right, that it went. There's the stand, and then there's like a bit of metal like sticking out of each of the stands, like that kind of thing. Yeah, like upright. It must have gone through them.
Really?
Like, through there and then up.
So
just
like lucky as fuck.
Up and beyond. Like if that was like parallel to the ground, then that could have had someone's eye out. Like it fucking just blew up.
Had someone's eye out before this is all over.
And oh my god, I was pissing myself. But I was so shocked.
Yeah.
Because I'd just blown this fucking thing up.
But was this guy apologetic? Like, what did he say?
Yeah, he was really apologetic. He was like, "I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Are you okay? You burnt?" No, I wasn't burnt. I was just like so shocked.
So risky.
I was just so shocked, and I thought it when he gave me it. I thought, this does not look like a bottle opener.
Nah.
Like, it was technically,
Feels like a practical joke.
I almost thought it, but then there was no room for...
Yeah, maybe. But was this guy like was he a trader or what, did he go around the stands?
He said he was like a trainee researcher in sweets and
YouTuber.
confectionery. yeah. And but it wasn't open to the public. So why if you were,
you got to register. That is odd. That is straight up odd.
So that happened, and then throughout, obviously the guys next to us were selling these like rice cakes with chocolate.
Just read those fucking things. Go on.
It's like rice cake with and it had like chocolate dip.
Right.
Little triangles.
Like savoury rice cakes or sweet.
Savoury rice cakes, but with like a big chocolate dip thing. Sure. And he was next to us. Never spoke to him the whole time. Can
I mention what you said or not?
Yeah, but I would just say it. So they're obviously a Jewish family.
Annoying Jewish salesman next door.
Yeah, God. Nothing to do with his race.
No.
But Jesus, man. Like, he was chasing customers.
Let's go. That's fucking some Cardone shit.
Hi man, hi. Do you want to come and try? This is the best chocolate in the woods, the best confectionery here. No, I'm all right, thanks. I've just eaten. No, you haven't. You haven't tried this. I'm honestly fine. No, you haven't. You want to try this? All right, I'll try it. Come here. Like then he,
Yeah, my guy's got bills to pay.
Come here. Do you like it? Yeah, it's nice. Do you want to place an order?
Sounds like Justin Bieber on cocaine.
No, I'm all right. Yeah,
Do you like this? Tell me you like it, baby.
Tell me you like it. Yummy.
Did you listen to it though, baby?
The what?
I was just imitating Justin Bieber saying, "Did you listen to it though, baby?"
Oh, I thought you were asking me
Nah,
if I listened to something.
Nah, I wouldn't call you baby, bro. Yeah. So Jewish salesman.
Yeah.
Just mentioning Jewish again.
Yeah, he was fucking chasing people down the thing, like to the point where they were so far away from his stand. He was running by our stand and going, excuse me, and then like patting them on the fucking shoulder, like, have you tried this yet? And then there's like a little English like lounge bit where they like
something else you're not invited into. You weren't invited.
I actually was allowed in that. Yeah, they do like free refreshments and stuff like that. And then he would come in and keep putting free samples on all the tables.
Were they like branded or something?
Yeah, they were all branded.
Yeah.
Like, they were all in his pots.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Jesus Christ, man. It's like, and my dad's like we were talking about, is it better coming to one of these shows with just one product? And then you see the guy next to us fucking chasing people down the street just to give them one product.
Really?
It's like, is it better?
I always feel like you've got to have multiple options.
Yeah, I think it's even when you think of like the big wigs there, they've got multiple you think of Pez, for example, who had a massive stand. They haven't just got one product. Do you know what I mean? They're all one product in the sense that they're selling the same sweet.
Sure.
But they're all different flavors and they've all got different characters. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that works.
So this guy, going back to this guy, as a sales technique, was this working?
I don't know. I'll have to Google his business.
No, but I mean no. On the day, high pressure sales, trade show.
Yeah, but
how did it play out?
It looked desperate.
Of course, but he's gone beyond giving a fuck if he looks desperate.
Bearing in mind, he only did this on the second to last day.
Right, so he needed to hit targets.
Yeah.
Second to last day. Was this his business?
I don't know if it's his business. There was 3 of them there.
Sounds like a rep.
I think it was, and he was with his wife.
Really? It sounds like a family business.
And there was another guy there as well. The other guy came up and was like, obviously, he spoke to my dad about it. He'd obviously met him the day before I got there, and he'd setting up and whatnot. So he obviously spoke to him then. But the guy had his head looked like he had loads of hair. It was all the same length. And then what he'd done is someone had just chucked a bucket of water over his head every morning. It was just like that, really greasy, but just kind of fell around.
Some
his
fucking
eyes.
Georgian looking shit.
Yeah,
Georgian looking motherfucker.
And it just he was fairly normal, but this one guy was just sprinting after people down there. And the thing is though, people look at a product. They're not at the trade shows. They're like, oh, does it taste nice? Yeah, okay, but does it look good? And can they get it into shops?
The presentation.
They're not consumers. They're not
No. They don't care about. To be brutally honest, the taste is second to what they're there for.
And they're he was chasing people down. He was taking them like this, and then getting people's bags and going, here, take one of these.
take one of these.
Oh,
Take one
wow.
of these and like putting them in their bags. And people were like a bit, they were taken aback a bit.
Do you know what, though? We're talking about him now. This is the thing, isn't it, with this shit? It's like, how far are you willing to sell your soul
For a sale.
for a stab at selling a rice cake?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, this guy is willing to fucking go down the river and fucking sticks
Yeah.
for this shit.
Oh yeah, he will do. He was. He was.
Do we know the name of his brand as a
Can't
social
remember.
experiment?
But I've got another. I'll have to have a look. My dad would probably have leaflets and stuff. You'd probably find him.
No, I don't care. I'm just interested as a social experiment how this worked.
He put me off so much that I
Right,
didn't
okay.
want to go and speak to him.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he had loads of stuff, and I thought, well, I could probably munch on one, which I could have done. Could have.
But you didn't want to go through the conversation
Yeah,
to even
But it's so funny.
entertain
It's
it.
like, he's got that. He's a British manufacturer. We're next to him as a big wholesaler.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you come over and have a chat with a wholesaler that's next to you and make a relationship? Do you know what I mean?
think because I think he's looking at. I think he saw that as competition.
Probably, yeah. But
That's
it's
the problem,
completely
though.
different stuff.
I know, but I don't think they can delineate
No, yeah.
as to what is and what isn't.
Yeah.
Because if you're chasing people to try it, it sounds to me like the whole premise of his business was we got to make it big time by somehow getting this product into the right person's hands,
Yeah.
and then it will blow up somehow.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds like the philosophy you'd have
Yeah.
doing that.
I
Because
don't-
why else
I don't know.
wouldn't you try and network with
It
people
looks
who...
a bit like you've just set up a business this year and you were
You
going
reckon?
to a trade show to get popping rather than this shit, like in the last year or two. Do you know what I mean? But you look quite old.
You have to be fresh, though, in relation to that, to have the... Not so much the motivation, but it has to be a fresh experience for you to be that pumped.
Oh, yeah.
Because if
like-
you're the dude who fucking... Jim and Sally, who fucking turn up for their 26th year with the same shit.
Yeah,
they're just going to be like, oh,
Yeah. I think. I mean,
this is some bread and
the
butter sex
reason
for us.
why, when I was asking him, I was like, do you think it's worth it? And because it's a bit dull, but what you do get is that you get a chance to speak with, the people that you'd often speak through, like sales agents, or you get to see like the manufacturers.
You get to speak to the buyer directly.
Yeah, you get to speak to the buyer directly, and you get to show them more. It's often the hardest thing, I think, with doing what the wholesale stuff that my dad does
Through to a purchaser.
is that you're getting through to a purchaser and sitting on the door of them, and they're all based in London in offices as well. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to go down and you got to see them, and they've got to be they've got to be interested. And then you've got them for an hour, and then they're on to the next thing all the time. So it's like, some people are great. He has obviously buyers who will you can put new products in front of them and they'll just take it. They'll just ship it out.
Yeah.
But then you could do that with other people and make stuff for them. It's like we were speaking to Poundland.
Sure.
Speaking to the
And
Poundland.
they don't want to buy anything for...
No, but they were like, the hampers and stuff that sell for like £15-20. Do you think we could get this down to about the £2 mark? Well, it costs about £4 or £5 to make. I think it'd be a really good £2 line. Yeah, that's because it's fucking worth double the price, you idiots. And
Do you know what I mean? I think a Ferrari would actually be okay. I really think your sales would go up for 20k.
I think
if you get that Ferrari up.
Got that Ferrari for about, I don't know, you saw them for about 10k. I think you'd do really well.
Yeah, if we got some hookers lying on Ferrari and drinking lean, we could really pitch this for 20k.
Yeah, I think this rolls outside that I've got. If we got about 3 of them, sold them for 20k.
No, do a 2 for free.
Yeah,
two for free on 25k.
One for your wife.
One for your wife.
One for your wife.
One for your son to be.
One for your 17-year-old kid.
Yeah, I think that's a great fucking marketing tactic.
Okay, we'll chuck them all in for 50k.
Why has no one thought that before?
I don't know. Mental, isn't it?
Yeah, Poundland are actually ahead of the curve then, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're ahead of the curve.
It's called a race to the bottom.
Because what they're going through is they're trying to up stuff now from £1 to £2.
Are they actually?
Yeah.
You know what? Straight up, if I went into a fucking Poundland and everything was £2, I'd just be so
pissed off.
I'd just leave.
She
I'd
was
just be
like,
well, I've got a quid.
She said I'm from Poundland, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, what are the? Because we have Poundland. We dealt with what was the one of them went bust, didn't it? We did quite a lot with whichever one.
I thought the one in Nottingham shut down, didn't it?
Yeah, but there's a Poundland, Pound World.
That's it. Sorry, I don't know the difference.
There's 3.
I don't know why
there's
they don't all
like Pound
sue each
Stretcher.
Yeah.
And I think whichever the one that was bust, we were doing quite a bit with. But it's like
Might have been Pound Stretcher.
no, I think it was Pound World.
Ah, it was.
I think it's Pound World, and then it got bought out, didn't it? The guy sold it for 50 mil.
Did he?
And then he sold it for 50 mil. Went bust. Yeah, because he was on. I saw him on like a documentary thing. He loves painting, and he was. I remember I was watching a 30-minute.
Because it divided the.
And he
locals.
was like he obviously bought this mansion that was. I would say a mansion. I think it was like 4 or 5 mil or something like that, which is still obviously a massive mansion. But he and he like ornately painted all this stuff along the roof himself.
Yeah.
And she was like, who did this then? And he was like, me. And he'd like painted all this stuff along the roof, and he'd done all this stuff. He was just, it was good. Yeah, he was just like, it was just patterns.
I know. Yeah.
Like it wasn't anything in particular.
What's that about an Art Nouveau? Decor.
No, it was. I would say, what's it? It was more like 18th, 19th century kind of style, which didn't suit the house because it was quite a modern place. Anyway, I don't know. It was just like fancy pans. It was like a bit more chateau.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. So and then he bought it. Then he bought it back. He sold it for 50 mil, and then bought a stake back for like I don't know, but a lot less. Bought back into the business and then was rebuilding it again.
Let's go. I'm gonna not move on as such, but I want to hit one more thing that you mentioned about Cologne. You want about a swab test.
Oh yeah, I went through
not just a swab test.
Yeah.
An exclamation sign of sorts.
Yeah. So they didn't have.
It's Germany. Going through.
It's in Germany. It's in Cologne. It's a small airport.
There's
two security pads. Yeah. And there's one guy handling. You know, like normally you go and you put all your stuff in the bins and stuff, but there's one guy. And he's just managing it, so you give him like the stuff, and he puts it in the bucket in front of you, which is ridiculous because there's you, a bucket, then him, and you like give it to him, he puts it in the bucket.
Yeah.
And like, so my dad's in front, and then when he's done, he's like, "Halt! Okay, now you go." And so you like you wait until he's ready for you to put the stuff in the bucket. Anyway, I took the stuff out, take all my stuff off. Do you want me to take my belt off? No need to take belt off. Okay.
You normally do though, don't you?
I normally take my belt off wherever, just
whenever.
in the middle of an airport.
Yeah.
And he, and then you go up and you stand like this, in the bomb checker.
Stop hopping the robot.
Yeah. And I go through. He goes, and the guy, come here. Go over. What is this? Look at it. There's me like that with a massive exclamation mark over my knob. And I'm thinking. And then he just. And then he just goes. And I went to take.
What do you mean? Just goes out for the podcast listeners.
He just stuck his like. I went to take my belt off.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's probably that. And I went to take my belt off, and like I started to pull the whole thing out. He goes, no, stop. And then just like got his hands kind of like in a claw, like forced. He just like stuck them down my pants.
Really?
And just went like from the centre to the outside.
Oh wow.
Okay, good. You go.
Did your dick tingle?
No, he didn't. He didn't quite get that.
Yeah.
4 more inches than he would have.
Yeah.
No, so he just took them in, and then I went over to the thing, and I'm thinking, collecting my stuff. Is this yours? He's pointing at my laptop. Yeah, that's mine. Can I check? And I thought, oh Jesus.
He didn't like you, did he? Which is funny because you're Aryan.
Yeah.
Looking.
They have to pick a few Aryan.
I guess so.
Otherwise they look racist. Yeah. And so he checks my laptop, and I think, she's gonna fucking just sit there and like go through my history and shit. But obviously he just gets a swab out, and I thought,
put it in your butt.
It comes back very salty. And then just bomb test it. I think he literally said,
you bomb test your laptop.
He was like, it was like, I need to check for bombs.
Right.
It's like,
okay.
Yeah. Gave me back. But yeah.
So he checked for how do they check for bombs on those?
Don't know. He just swabbed it and went away.
Really?
He swabbed it and went
for Corona. Did he actually? No. What am I on about?
No bombs. Just a lot of loads.
You get a hard drive swiped.
Yeah, hard drive.
Fuck me, check his hard drive.
There are no bombs, but
someone check this guy's hard drive.
he's busted a few loads on his laptop, guys. we got a buster.
Did you? We got the buster, guys.
We got the buster over here. He's been sat in hotels fapping all night. Jesus Christ. Hey guys, come check out this guy's history. Look, he's been getting into the German porn.
He'll just start coming round and unbuckling.
Yeah, they'll just take your pants off.
Just fucking Aryan full blown sex.
Aren't you gonna deal with this, guys? Take your pants off. We should film now. Oh no, look, my assistant has got her head stuck in the magnet machine.
Is there even a magnet machine?
Klaus, take her pants off.
Klaus.
Oh no, it's beeping. And then you can just see on the x-ray just this,
just this throbbing thing.
Just throbbing dick.
Oh man, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Talking about all that jazz. We got a bit of talking about some rare shit, and as with the Sunday Roast, coming back to nonsing. What's my guy Pedro saying?
Oh yeah, that was funny, wasn't it?
That was actually quite interesting. So it was this fucking dude.
Oh yeah, let me get the
Nah,
article.
you explain, man.
I literally saw this on Facebook. So I saw this on Facebook, and I thought this is probably quite a funny thing. I mean, I don't follow football or anything.
Do you know what? You look like a footballer.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what's this other guy? Yeah, so my dad. Oh, this is funny. This guy, the guy's got this. My dad's got this sales agent. Doesn't work for it. He's like a private sales agent. Sure. It was obviously the last day he was going. He's Liverpudlian. I can't really do a Liverpudlian accent. Can
Try.
Shall I?
Try, because I forgot. I need to hear a little bit to go.
I need to know how it sounds. It's a bit like that, isn't it?
That's quite good.
It's a bit like that, isn't it? Yeah, it's like that. And he looked to me and goes, is this your boy? Yeah, that's my boy.
That's quite good.
All right. What did he say? Yeah.
Just a salesman.
Yeah. And I thought, it's good experience for you, innit, lad? And I was like...
Why do you sound like something off the Undateables?
It's good experience, lad. Because I can't understand them then. You know what I mean? So I have... Have you ever spoken to a... Liverpudlian, or it's like when you speak to someone with a really strong Welsh accent or a strong Irish accent or something that's Scottish, and you can't you have to process it, so you're like half a second behind. Do you know what I mean? Because you're have to figure out what they said, then translate it back, and it's good experience for you, innit?
Can you do it without that sort of
what?
That's what that's paying for you right now.
Yeah.
Like what? Who is that? It sounds like.
I don't really know.
I don't know. Fucking
little fat twat. Yeah.
Andy from Little Britain. I don't know. I can't really do it. It's a bit more like that.
I like it.
I don't know. But anyway, and he goes, good experience for you, innit? And I was like, I thought, well, I've been to these a lot, and I'm also knocking on the door of 25.
Yeah.
In terms of experiences, I'm way past that. Yeah, and I thought, I'm sat next to my sister's ex, who's obviously 5 years younger than me, and I'm like...
Good experience for him.
Yeah, it's good experience for him, and I thought,
so much.
This is bringing my age down and experience down, because I'm next to a guy 5 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And I actually thought he was older. I didn't realise how old he was. And...
feels bad, man.
Yeah, and I was just thought, and I didn't know what to say to you because it's so irrelevant. And then, what did he say? You bet you prefer to be in bed watching football, wouldn't you?
You should have gone. Yeah. You should have just gone along with it. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually. Or playing games.
Yeah, I love to play games of football. I love playing games. I love playing FIFA in bed at 10 a.m.
And then you start going, no, Dad, I don't want to be here. It's so weird. Like, no, Dad, I don't want to be here. I want to be in bed watching football and playing on the video games. And I thought, right, okay, either you're summing me up, but
Did he start doing that?
Yeah, he didn't do all this shit. He didn't start doing the robot.
He did, bro. He started dropping.
I prefer to be in bed watching football, Dad. I don't want to be at this trade show doing business.
So he was just imitating you and taking the piss?
Yeah, but obvioly trying to be friendly, and I was so taken aback by...
You did 25!
Fucking hell! my dad was like, well, to be fair, he's been to quite a few of these actually.
So you were so taken aback you couldn't even speak. You were just like your dad speak for you. Yeah. I can imagine that.
And then it's so weird. What did this other guy say to me? Because I thought it was him, and then I remembered. This other guy, he goes, "Where are you guys from?" Great British.
Yeah.
Britain.
Yeah.
How are Liverpool doing? I go, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. In the Premier League.
Because everyone loves football. That's what you miss. You forget that everyone from Britain loves football.
I go, and I don't know. I don't really watch football.
At that point, you realised all his jokes were redundant before.
Yeah, and I just walked off.
Did you actually?
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know what can I say after that?
Well, not a fucking great deal, but
yeah,
I can't believe you walked off.
Well, it was,
normally you're one to tolerate that shit for a while before you walk off.
Where was it? I was like outside the stand, so I wasn't like in it, so I wasn't enclosed. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think he was particularly relevant to anything.
Nah. In life.
No, it was just weird. But yeah, the Liverpudlian guy is like.
Was that the only time you saw him? Was that the one encounter?
No, he basically he was like round the show and he was like.
I bet you love to be in bed watching football.
I bet you like to be in bed watching football, wouldn't you, Harry? What? No, I'm fine. Nice to meet you though. I'm going now.
How's Liverpool doing in league?
I can't even do it. It's more like that, isn't it? That's more Manchester.
I have to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, no,
to try and imitate it.
Because it was, to be fair, it wasn't a strong Liverpudlian accent. It was quite soft.
Yeah.
But he used to be a sales agent for quite a big manufacturer in the UK. So he used to do all.
So
the
this guy works with your dad
exports.
privately.
He's
Does he begin with Sir? Is it Sir?
No. Different guy. He's he wasn't there actually because he was supposed to go, but he didn't go because his wife advised him not to because of the coronavirus.
Oh really?
Yeah. So he said he wouldn't go.
I'm actually nervous about you doing that now. Yeah, really.
Ben did actually get ill actually. Oh well, he's alright. Yeah, no, he didn't go because the coronavirus. But he when he gets ill. Yeah, he gets really, really ill. Like he can, he had not similar to you, but like an autoimmune thing.
Yeah.
And I remember he was really, really ill, lost loads of weight, like skin and bones.
Didn't look good.
No, he was, he was really, really ill.
So he has immune problems.
Yeah, he has immune problems. He has a really rare thing, something in his jaw. And he gets a really bad pain in the side of his head and jaw, and he had it 6 years ago, and it nearly it gave some kind of knocked him out or something ridiculous. And then I think not long ago, when I was talking to him, he was like it started to come back again, little throbbing pains, and then it's I can't really see, the way you described it was kind of like a needle being jammed into your head. It was like sanding.
Listening about that,
Awful.
I hate it.
Yeah, awful. Right, should we go on to Pedro?
Pedro. Yeah. Tell me about this. Tell me about this Pedro geezer.
So Pedro, obviously, I don't know who he is. Obviously, a football player. I believe.
So close to pedo.
It is so goes. Just need to swap 2 letters around and it'd be.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be.
Well, no, you just take one out.
I nearly said I said Perdo.
You swap 2 letters.
I was thinking you need.
I bet you rather be in football watching bed. I bet you rather be in football watching your bed. It just gets progressively fucking worse.
Just starts pushing me as well.
No, it starts. I bet you rather be in bed watching you fuck man.
Football.
I'd rather be playing football in bed.
I prefer to be in FIFA watching play games.
These fucking people, the people on podcasts are going to be so.
Yeah.
They're going to blow their fucking ears off.
I bet you'd be rather watching your mum in bed in football.
I bet you prefer to watch your mum sleeping with your dad. Would you?
I bet you would. So inappropriate.
Yeah.
In the middle of a trade show. Look at this guy. Prefers to be in bed watching football with his mum.
Prefers to be playing football with his mum.
I prefer to be spotting his mum at football.
I prefer to be eating spotted dick with his mum.
I prefer to be on the 5-a-side pitch in bed with his mum.
Just fucking shut up.
Just gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah, Pedro, pedo. What's my guy pedo saying?
So he's obviously been signed by. I'm just reading literally.
Go on then.
Off the
quote it so we don't have to drag it up in the edits. Because no one can be asked to do that.
Watford's new signing, João Pedro, is dating 15-year-old Brazilian TV star Mel Meyer.
Nice.
So this guy's obviously dating a 15-year-old.
TV star.
The legal age of consent in UK is 16, but in Brazil it's
shy, isn't he?
14.
He's a bit shy of 16.
Yeah, but he's 18.
Who is Pedro?
Pedro's a football player from Brazil.
Who's he play for?
He's been signed by Watford.
Oh, Watford. What for?
I don't know.
It was a joke. Watford. What for? It was a
Yeah.
bad joke.
It was. Both João and his girlfriend are acutely aware of both the legality and cultural differences between the UK and Brazil. So obviously in Brazil, it's absolutely fine to date a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
But she looks about 12.
Do you know, when I saw that, I was like, fuck off. I doubt she's even 15, for fuck's sake.
She hardly
like 11.
looks 15, does
She
she?
doesn't even look like she's a teen.
I mean, this guy's not got much going for him.
Pedro, I reckon you prefer to be in bed with your girlfriend than playing football.
I reckon you prefer to be a bit with that kid. Mate, what the fuck is up with this guy's t-shirt though? Like, it's the longest.
Bro, fuck off. You can't insult his t-shirt. That's what you wear out.
This guy's t-shirt goes down to like his fucking
check
knees.
him popping his boner up under his...
Alright, can I take a picture?
Bro, he's literally wearing your ensemble.
No, he's not.
He is. He's wearing beige ass chinos with a fucking oversized white tee.
No, my guy's got
It looks like he's
shorts
got
on.
beans
It's not an
stains on
over
it.
right. No, if it was an oversized t-shirt, I think fair enough. It's a tight tee that also goes down
It's
below
an
his
elongated
crotch.
tee.
It looks
Yeah,
like
but
a fucking skirt. It's almost a dress.
Bro, I don't know, man. I think he's
He'll be fine. He'll be popping in
he's
it.
on that pedo wave, so I don't know.
So so he obviously has an overextended torso.
Mm.
What do you think? Do you think it's fine for him to be dating this 15-year-old in the UK?
That's a really hard question you've just put on me then.
Yeah.
Because obviously it is fine in Brazil.
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, 14 is young, 15 is young, 16 is young, 17 is young.
Where you
I don't
going
know,
with
like, I don't know where I'm going. It's young, isn't it? But I don't know if it's legal in Brazil. It's legal. Like, what am I to say? It's cultural difference. Is it a bit young? Probably. I don't really know.
I'm trying to get up her
If
Instagram.
a girl that young, you know, you'd look at in that way, but he obviously does. And he obviously...
The thing is, he's...
I mean, what are they gonna do though? They've got to like have the relationship in Brazil.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if she may, but she's a TV star, so she's obviously got a job.
14 TV star.
She's a 15 and she does like a kid show. She does like a kid show.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. She's got 7 million followers on Instagram.
Have a look at her pics.
But you want to look at 15-year-old's pics?
No, I want to see how young she genuinely looks. Oh, that is very young. That is very fucking
But then
young.
she's like getting dogged by a
What do you
guy.
mean?
That guy is holding her waist whilst wearing...
Well, because these photos were taken in Brazil, can't they? So like a girl.
He's got his hand on a 15-year-old's arse.
Yeah, he has. He's really flaunting that, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's really not bothered.
I can't.
Bro, come on. Get that
She's
shit
showing
off.
her Tampax. She's just hit her period and she's putting it on Instagram.
It's not legal for you to look at that in the UK.
It probably isn't.
FBI open up.
But then she's posting like bikini pics.
Bro. We know, but the problem is it's like, well...
That's a
legal.
12-year-old.
Yeah, but she's just holding food there, bro.
I know, but she looks like a 12-year-old there.
What food is that?
I don't
They
know.
got prawns on. Oh, it's an egg. It's eggs. I thought it was like paella.
But you were doing that, but she was just a picture of her in a bikini.
yeah, I was just being a fucking loser.
Yeah, she looks young. I mean,
Well, let me ask you the same question.
Go
What the
ahead.
fuck do you think, Wizard?
I don't know.
What do you mean? You can't be a fence sitter on this one.
No, you can't.
No one
sit
likes
on
a
the
fence sitter award.
It doesn't really bother me, to be honest, because it's like they've been together since.
Does it do it for you?
Does it do it for me? What I'm trying to say is, I'd really like it if we could date 15-year-olds.
Yeah, you would. Just click that for your girlfriend and send it to her.
So that was in September. She's going to be 16 sometime this year.
Well, I think what they'll do is fly her over, won't they, when she gets 16?
Yeah, but she's probably been over here.
It's just a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
To see. Do you know what I mean? To see, it's a bit like, oh, Jesus, you're all right.
It's not when I saw that he was 18. Was originally I thought he was in his 20s. Because I thought, why would they sign someone, I don't know, that young? I thought they'd be
they go
in 20s. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Because you're a big fan of football,
Because I'm a big fan of football, I don't know how old football players are.
Yeah, you prefer to be in bed watching the football, wouldn't you?
I would prefer to be in bed watching football with my mum.
Yeah. Like Willy Wonka family.
Yeah.
I bet your whole family would prefer to be in bed watching the football.
We've got all of us will share toes.
And then that Willy Wonka's chocolate guy just hops in.
Yeah, just hops in out of nowhere and just starts sucking on my toes.
Yeah, he does.
We need to make a flavour like this.
Why is he German now?
Yeah. For this he is.
Yeah, he is, bro.
Yeah, so...
Do you know what, actually? I'm going to bring... Talking about this topic, because we've extended this topic, shout out. Went to the pub with Dan, and people were offering their criticisms of the Sunday roast.
Were they a criticism? Constructive.
With constructive criticism, I don't know. It depends how you take criticism. Because I don't
really
care.
Badly.
really. Fuck, don't you ever leave a comment saying I'm shit. No, basically they were all right at the pub and we were just having a chat and Luke was like, oh, what's your... Shout out Luke, my guy. He was like, oh, what's that Sunday roast? He goes, I do enjoy it, to be fair. He goes, a bit long for me. And I was like, yeah, no, to be fair, they are quite long. I can see how we have a drop-off rate. So if you're still here, shout out. Love you.
Yeah. Annie's calling me. Can I...
Yeah, pick him on speaker.
Oh, I declined it.
Ah, you bitch.
I didn't mean to. I'll just text
Ring her back and pick up the speaker. For absolute partner. Yeah, so basically, they offered their constructive criticism. And this topic that I'm now talking about is dragging on too long for Dan.
Yeah,
Because this is what Dan said. Dan goes, yeah, it's cool, it's funny. Tried to tune in, did like it. However, sometimes when you're on a topic, you need to move on quicker. And I thought, okay, that's a fair point. Maybe we do. Maybe we're too long on topics. Maybe people don't like that. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. So he said that. And my sort of rebuttal was, no, that's a fair point. Maybe we do. He said, yeah, around the 2-minute mark. And I thought, you can't get into anything in 2 minutes.
No, you can't.
I mean, by that logic, we do 5 topics every 10 minutes. So that doesn't work, Dan. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you're wrong, okay? So never, don't you ever dare talk to me, let alone give me criticism. Don't you ever talk to me ever again. I think it's despicable behaviour. Next was Luke, who said, I think the episode's great. He goes, but they'd be better if they were 10 to 20 minutes. And I said, to be fair, Luke, if you don't want to tune in and see the boys for the extended period of time, we do offer highlights, which are dedicated pieces of content talking about specific topics or specific highlights from the podcast, right? The episodes, which I think is a fair point, and it was a fair point from him to make. So I don't think he's seen them, so he's checking them out. But yeah, you know, it got me thinking how to make things better, and I don't know. Like, I feel like partly we haven't been going on long enough to make a formulated opinion as to what people like, what they don't like, what they enjoyed, what they don't, because we don't have enough data. Right. You live with your girlfriend.
I know. No, do you know what? I'm going to read out the text. And
we have one dedicated hour.
No, I'm going to read out.
And you do this shit. Read out the text.
She tries to call me. I put during podcast.
Yeah.
Need to talk to Joe to see if he can draw something or knows anyone who could. I say, okay, can it wait 20 minutes? Then she put, and could then make it a graphic on a logo. Well, if I could do it now, I go, can it wait 20 minutes? She goes, well, if I could do it now, it would be best. I go, we're busy at the minute. He doesn't really do that anymore anyway, but you'd be best speaking to him afterwards. Okay, doesn't matter then. Just need someone to change a face on the logo. I'll work it out.
My stomach started rumbling. Yeah, right. She's wrong, and you're also wrong for entertaining it. No, she's not wrong. Are we doing this conversation? Are we really doing this?
It's pissing me off. Right, no, I'm putting my phone down.
Right. Okay.
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful when I'm talking about constructively making these episodes better. Apologise to viewers.
Tune in next week.
Apologise to viewers.
Tune in next week to see me text my girlfriend.
Yeah. Right. So basically, yeah. So that was the constructive criticism. So I took it on board. There's things we can do better. I think we can do stuff better. What are you doing now?
I was just checking because I think you're peeking.
Sorry,
you're the mic really
I'm peeking because I'm vexed now.
Yeah, just leave it.
I'm panicking now.
I'm panicking now.
Right. So basically, yeah. Right. I'm going to talk about something now. Talking about people who want topics. I'm gonna give you a topic. Right. Let's fucking go.
Right,
because we absolutely popped off last time on the Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really pop off for context of us. People like to hear it. We got a really good engagement and stuff. So I'm gonna talk about a new conspiracy theory, which isn't actually that new. Okay. So last time we covered 9/11. Right. Okay. I've been thinking about 9/11 for some time. No one's covered it. So I'm gonna go into 9/11.
Yeah.
Right
No one's ever spoke about 9/11.
I'm joking. Right. So basically, last time we talked about Justin Bieber's yummy conspiracy, right? And I thought, hey, people enjoyed it. It was a good segment. I enjoyed talking about it.
It was yummy.
It was yummy. So what I'm going to discuss with you boys now, and girls, don't forget the girls, and whatever in between, whatever you want to call yourselves, we're going to talk about the coronavirus conspiracy theory.
Dun, dun, dun.
Before we start, these are not my own ideas. I do not wish to spread. You can say it in a sec. I do not wish to spread any disinformation about the topic, but I'm going to give you the loadout as to what this conspiracy entails and how it's been formatted and what people are saying about it. Okay. And before we start, Harry Ward wants to say something boring.
No, you go. You
Harry
go
Ward wants to say something boring.
See if it has any relevance.
Go on, then.
No, I just found out that IBM
IBS.
apparently IBM the company.
Yeah, I was
doing
joking.
Pretty poorly. And it turns out that they are doing pretty well off the coronavirus because they could manufacture all the masks that people are wearing.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm actually scumbag because I was actually thinking about making a fashion designer one.
Yeah. Well, we just
and dropping it on hate.
And then you can Corona. Yeah.
But everyone's already jumped on the trend and I'm a little bitch, so.
Why aren't Nelk jumping on that? They love Corona, don't they?
Yeah, they could have like an actual Corona mask and it would do really well.
Yeah, and you
guarantee someone will do that and do it. Yeah.
If you're watching this, I'll
if you're watching that, give us a royalty.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, this is how it starts.
Yeah, you go.
There's been, in India, the virologists and whatnot, the people who actually researched the virus or the coronavirus as such, as it's being referred to, one of them, he's called Dr. Ding. Ding. And this guy has been discredited, essentially.
Yeah.
Now, what this doctor has said, now I must make a quick statement on this. The information I'm going to give you is not peer-reviewed, I believe, which could take months to do. So, although there are many smoking guns in this situation as to detail why this could be believed or could not be believed, we will not know for sure in relation to his research, right?
Is that Dr.
Until it's it's me popped. He's going to be careful about the coronavirus, talking about, you could get shot. No, he didn't say that. Basically, okay, let's go. So there's Dr. Belief from India, right? Okay, now listen to this. This is where it all gets a bit freaky. It gets a bit freaky.
Yeah.
He has drawn parallels in relation to the virus.
Put your phone on silent.
Oh, right, giving out the fucking instructions now, aren't you, big man? Getting all fucking brave. We'll discuss this after the show.
You're getting off the podcast.
Right, no, come on, because we're trying to form a highlight off this.
Yeah, go. I just want my microphone a little bit further away.
You're fucking digging me out.
Peeking.
Right. This is a silhouette, you dog. Sorry, right. Basically, what they're saying is this is quite freaky, it contains HIV insertions.
Oh, shit.
As to there are similarities in the makeup as to how you contract it. Now, this
Area
gets really
range.
quite scary because what they're saying is, okay, so the people who've contracted this virus, right?
Yeah.
And obviously the people who are getting better. Someone made the point of, well, what if in like 6 months' time, there's like autoimmune-based illnesses
Based on that.
based on the contraction.
Shit.
So basically, the mainstream media as such was pushing back on this. Now, we did do a segment as well where I believe it's fake news. I still do partly believe that, but this information is quite disconcerting. Just fucking coughed on one of my nose, let's go. Basically, the theory is, what it comes down to is that this was to be blunt, a biological weapon, which
Right.
was originally being created in a Canadian research lab.
Okay.
I can't stop coughing now. Fucking paranoid as fuck. Apparently it made its way to Wuhan.
Yeah.
Now, the research facility is 20 miles from the market,
Right.
which is being used maybe as a ruse or as the scapegoat as to where the outbreak
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
formed.
Yeah.
Okay? So it originated in this lab in Canada. Now, in this Wuhan lab, I can't stop now. In this Wuhan lab,
Yeah.
there is a Chinese researcher who was researching, and the department bat immune systems.
Right. Okay.
I've got his name down here, so I will go it. So what they're saying is, the guys in India who are looking at it now, is that there are irregularities in the RNA is manufactured.
Yeah.
The way the virus has developed is apparently it's too short a time frame for it to take these in its evolution
Right.
to the point where it is now.
Right.
So they're stating that it's a man-made virus, which originated in Canada, which made it to the lab in Wuhan, which is being used, the mark is being used as a ruse.
Well, it is a completely new strain, isn't it? I think that's certified.
So coronavirus has about 5 to 6 strains, as we talked about previously, and
Yeah.
the one that they say is closest is SARS. But the makeup of the virus itself, as in relation to this conspiracy, is more like HIV
Really?
in terms of its makeup. Now, what the people are saying is that, okay, so imagine if you had a virus that was airborne
Yeah.
in relation to that.
Airborne AIDS.
Yeah, because realistically, it's very hard to get. You literally have to be either injected with it or quite literally fuck someone's arse. No, but you do, like, you to get it, it's very hard to get, like, or you know, which is pretty sad. So basically, the way people have been, oh no, are we good still?
Yeah, the mic's fine. That's just your headphones.
Fuck it. So the way people are doing this still, are treating it apparently,
Yeah.
is with HIV medications.
Okay.
Apparently, the effect that it's having
Yeah.
is actually reacting better to it,
Okay.
right? So people are jumping, or these Indian research team have jumped to the conclusion. Well, not so much jump, but they're saying, you know, it's a man-made. You know, apparently the membrane binding proteins
Yeah.
are the same,
That's.
which is pretty scary. So they were actually skeptical whether this is a natural thing. It's important to say that the graphs this group of researchers in India were promoting, or not so much promoting, but showing, are not peer reviewed. However, the smoking gun in this case is that the structure of the virus strain is dissimilar to SARS. The Institute of Technology, the Indian Institute of Technology, have come to the conclusion, which was transposed to Twitter from Dr. Ding, that this was the case. Now, going a step deeper, which is just more for entertainment purposes, really, there's also some simulation theories which have been put forward in relation to the virus, the strain, and how it's being dispersed. You know Resident Evil. Okay, so I might actually be completely wrong here, but I don't know. Basically, there's this place in Raccoon City, and they're a big corporate who manufacture bioweapons.
Yeah.
The image of this lab or whatnot in Resident City in Raccoon City or whatnot is the exact same logo as the Wuhan lab.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's just red instead of blue in relation to the Umbrella Corp.
Right, okay, yeah.
So it's literally the exact same thing. And apparently there's an anagram of like Corona and Raccoon or whatnot, which I think it is. Corona is an anagram of Raccoon. Raccoon City. CORR.
Corona. Yeah, I suppose it is, yeah.
No, there's only one C. Corona City, Raccoon City, Corona. I don't know, something like that. But basically, what people are saying is they don't know. People are saying that the relevance of that is more like a simulation-based theory thing. You know how we're living in a simulation because they start to merge and whatnot. Yeah, however, going back to the roots of what people are at least suggesting, there was a 2019 job opening at the research facility in Wuhan, which is 20 miles away from the market, which was to do research on bats and molecular understanding of SARS and Ebola and how bats' immune systems can make these viruses lie dormant, and ineffective against bats. Now, the title. Right, okay, to recap, basically, sorry about that quick cut. Manufacture virus. Basically, what they're saying as well, in relation to this title, this bat research-based stuff, was that, in fact, also a ruse?
Right.
Now, I have just lost what I'm doing because of that bullshit.
So I'll interject something here while you look. I read this morning, and I was just getting an article now that the doctor that first tried to whistleblow coronavirus, died, didn't he? Literally like yesterday or something.
They haven't revealed if he has any health problems in relation to that.
He tried to issue the first about the deadly.
Apparently, the death toll's 500 plus, but the infected toll's like 20k plus. So he's still looking at. Apparently, the death rate in Wuhan is like 4.1%.
Really?
The rest is 2 point something. Still, but you don't know about the long-term effects, which is a problem now. Let me continue. So basically, people are saying, was that title for that job also in 2019 a ruse in itself? Was it basically bioweapon engineering that was being pitched as immune-based, an understanding of these immune systems in this research facility?
Yeah.
This isn't either the first time that SARS has had an outbreak from a research facility. Apparently it's happened 2 more times.
Right.
Now, who knows if the virus itself is being spliced by this research facility in Wuhan, whereby they're looking at their immune systems, basing it on how they work and how to, splice the virus itself. Apparently, this researcher in the Wuhan facility, or the job role itself, or the team, job was to invent pathways to make them more and less susceptible. This is what they were indeed doing and has been profiled. So this research team at Wuhan were indeed seeing if they can make the pathways less or more susceptible in bats.
Right.
So they were researching if these viruses would, affect them to a greater degree or lesser. In part,
that doesn't surprise me at all because people still deal with bubonic plague.
Of course they do.
And stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
However, it's quite disturbing in relation to the current climate. Apparently, Pang, the Chinese scientist, was looking at these different strains. His work on this has received support also from the Chinese Academy of Science and other institutions. So the funds have been met, and this research is in the hands of private contractors. Now, I don't find this that disturbing because this is just something which happens in all walks of life in terms of different industries and segments, But whether you like it or not, bioweapons are being researched every day, and the funding is met in all situations as to making sure this stuff goes out, which is freaky to know, but it's what basically, can this situation be met with that information, which is what is scary. Is this information?
What is that?
What is going on, mate?
Is that my phone?
That's freaky, bro.
Happy to be leaving, but sad to be leaving my grandparents.
Oh no, it's just the fucking...
I was on the Corona...
I've always been concerned for the...
Nothing's even playing though.
It is, you're a nonce. Right.
There's the article.
Basically, the research paper is available for this. I haven't got the link, but there is a research paper. Apparently, an Israeli biological warfare analysis has claimed that this is biological warfare. The seafood market was 20 miles away from the institute, which is odd. And going back to my point, the SARS virus has managed to escape multiple times. That's the current conspiracy in relation to what is happening.
Do you think
with
it's anything to do with America then? Because obviously they've had this trade war going on for ages, and shit has like hit them. So this like interjects quite nicely with what I was briefly I put in the thread. So there's a reason why the Tesla stocks have like boomed recently, and American stocks have been doing really well since the coronavirus. Well, what's happened obviously because it's Chinese New Year, loads of people getting together. Just before that, the coronavirus hits. What's to say that it wasn't planted? Because now that loads of stocks are stopped, you can't get stuff from China at the minute. It's all like cut off. So Chinese trade has like dropped off completely, and you know, share prices in Chinese companies have really hit the fan. And who's to suggest that it's not, you know, planted? Because these American trades, why does your head look like that? So what's happened is apparently a lot of Chinese investors have been putting money into American stocks, one of which being Tesla, which is why Tesla stocks went from about $400 to about $900 in the case of a week. So loads of Chinese investors were pumping their money into American stuff and pulling them out of Chinese companies and stuff like that. So I was just saying that, just adding to that, there might be suggesting that it might be to do with the trade war trying to cut off.
Very much could be. They could have got Canada on board and said, boys, we need you to take the hit on this one.
Who's to say that there's not...
Canada.
Who's to say that there's not, US influence anyway with a Canadian...
No, exactly. It's all very fishy. It's all very seafood market fishy.
Yeah, it is very fishy. And, you know, like when you look at stock prices and stuff like that, they are often controlled in that kind of way.
I agree, but sometimes I do come back to Occam's razor.
Go on.
Which is primarily the philosophy whereby primarily the simplest answer is normally the correct answer. It's just all very interesting to talk about in relation to that. That segment was pretty jarring.
There's a few interruptions,
but we'll have to edit that.
I remember when I was looking it up as well, is that the coronavirus on Wikipedia didn't say that it was like normally found in bats.
No one's sure. Now, in terms of the research itself, what you would want to do is to actually understand it, you would need to know its place of origin. Yeah. Because its place of origin would give you pretty much insane cues as to where the development took place, if it was a development in itself, and what is happening by and large. I hate sometimes that I sound like Russell Brand by just popping words in sentences when I'm delaying my sentences.
In cats and pigs, coronavirus causes diarrhea. In chickens, they cause an upper respiratory disease. Yeah.
Yeah, if we sit in that fucking room tonight, someone starts coughing, I'm out.
People will be coughing.
See ya.
Yeah.
See you guys. I'm out of here.
Yeah, you thought it was all fake. And
No. Hear me out, rude boy.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like it's either that or not. Like from the topic, like as to what we've talked about and what I was saying about it being fake news, I honestly believe it is either an overhyped sensational thing or biological warfare of the highest order.
But also that the simplest explanation could well be the...
Yeah, I honestly think, I hope that...
Random outbreaks happen all the time, though.
No, they do. What I'm saying is only time will tell. Yeah. Because if we sit here in 3 months' time, the news has died out, they've said, we've quarantined most of viruses, it's not actually as bad as we thought, it's like the common cold, it will just merge in and you won't actually know the difference. We've got it under control, we've got to quarantine someone. If they do that, then I'll be like, maybe it was over sensationalized. And
I thought it was to begin with. I was a bit concerned when I heard about that doctor, because I thought, originally people were like, oh, it's people that are they'd already had past illnesses.
No, but apparently they don't know his health records haven't come out yet.
Oh, really?
But apparently...
But as a working doctor at the time,
I know, but listen up. Apparently 10,000 cases plus have been dissolved.
Really?
Which means in China, the cases have happened.
Yeah.
And the people have gotten better.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
You said about the cruise ship? There's a cruise ship somewhere. Yeah, there's a quarantine
also,
cruise
it depends, because if you want to go big conspiracy dick on this shit, yeah, and we're talking that, imagine if people in the future start getting those symptoms who've had it, like immune-based problems. It's a scary thing to think.
Yeah, it is scary, but it's also like.
But we'll see, because if it's like, the common cold or whatever, because, coronavirus as itself is a strain of, we'll see. Because if everyone's fine and they, they're good, which, touch wood we hope for, I'm still leaning towards the simplest explanation on this. I just thought it'd be interesting to talk about that.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a freaky thing.
People have said it about, there's always a
truth is stranger than fiction normally, so we'll see.
There's always a conspiracy, isn't there, with every.
Yeah, but he still doesn't deny what's been said.
No.
So we'll have to see. But what do you want to do? You want to wrap up now?
Yeah, I think we've been going for just after an hour.
Have we?
Yeah.
Well, Dan, you won't have made it this far, and neither will you have, Luke. So suck my dick.
So, thank you for tuning in, boys.
Thanks for tuning in. Hey.com coming very soon. We got some fucking slick apparel. We got sterling silver. We got precious metal. We got all the jazz. We got the best designs. We got the genius designs. They're all coming soon. You can purchase them. The links will be in the bio in the description. And I'm out of here.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit that, smash that subscribe button and that like button.
Smash it with your
friends. Share
smash it with
your family.
Your girl,
tell your mum about it. Tell your grandma about it.
Tell everyone about it.
Tell everyone about it. Please.
You can tell everybody.